Hey, what's good, everybody? I hope everybody's having a great start to their week. We are here to do some tarot rehab, all right? So if you haven't chosen your card, make sure you choose that card, and the timestamps for those cards will be down below in the description box, all right, guys? Also, remember, not every detail of these readings are going to resonate, but if they do, be sure to check out my Patreon page. I'll put the link for that down below. And yeah, all right, guys. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. So I think that's it. Let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna start off by pulling one of these Angel Wisdom cards. This is gonna kind of give us the overall energy of what it is that you're dealing with. All right, and then we'll break it down. There's a couple things that we'll focus and look into also. All right. So group number one, what message does Spirit have for you guys? Group number one, what message do you have for? What message do you have for group number one, Spirit? Get one card for the message. Okay, the first card we have Strength. All right, Strength, personal power and assertiveness portrayed with kindness, compassion that brings about forgiveness, realizing that you are stronger than you realize, right? Okay. So needing to assert your some kind of authority, but doing it with kindness. Also needing to look at so you need to have compassion to the people that you're kind of asserting yourself to. This is going to help you to start to recover, because you're going to be able to have that compassion, and being able to forgive is going to bring more healing for you. Forgiveness is never really about forgiving the other person. It's always, it's about releasing that energy from within yourself, that resentment, that anger, right? Okay, and you're much stronger than you realize. That's what Spirit is saying. All right, so let's start breaking this down. Okay, so we're gonna ask the questions, and then all the questions, they should tie into this energy. Okay, so we're gonna look into this. So the first card we're gonna look into is like, this is rehabs. So we're gonna look into what led to the addiction in the first place, because it's talking about, we're talking about having compassion to be able to forgive. So, okay, so we got friendship. Then we have strength. And then we have the Queen of Swords, independence. Okay, I'm going to pull these cards and then we'll clarify. Let me move that. How are you holding up right now? Like currently, how are you doing now? As far as battling your addiction. So this could be you've been clean and you're struggling to not, fall into relapse, or it could be that you're trying to, you're thinking about starting to, your journeys could be anywhere. Okay, so how are you doing now? We're gonna look into that. How are you doing now? How is group number one holding up right now? Okay, we got theft. What is this theft? Oh, I'm already trying to want to break it down. Okay, so Spirit's like, no, not yet. Where are they now? Where are they now? Where are they now? Where are they at now? Okay. I just kind of wanted to say this. So what led to the addiction? It could have been a friend that got you involved in this. Could have introduced this to you. And then we got the strength. I don't know why in this deck, I've never seen this card like this, but if you see how she's kind of opening this lion's mouth, it's almost like, you know, it almost like peer pressure. It feels like peer pressure, you know. You know, your buddies, your friends are telling you, you know, come on, you know, just one, or, you know. And then the Queen of Swords, like independence. It's like you could have been like trying to fight this, or they could have been fighting you. Like I said, peer pressure. Just, it doesn't have to be fighting, physical fighting. Just like kind of trying to really, I want to say stronger, like overpower you, your like your big, yeah. Again, needing to stand your ground, be assertive to these people, and it could be that that's what you're trying to do. You were trying, you know, you're trying to set those boundaries, be assertive in your own right, and these friends were just like, you know, I don't want to say like just forcing it down your throat, but almost like, if you're, you know, if you're cool with us, if, you know, this is what, you know, this is what we do. I mean, you'll know. And so it's like, where are you at right now? The theft, you know, addictions often lead to us doing things that we normally wouldn't do. You know what I mean? So let's get some. Where are you now? With the Seven of Swords. We got the Hierophant and the Four of Pentacles. The Hierophant in this deck, it's on this card. It's the Angel of Blessings. I'm getting like this could be somebody who, I don't know if you got in trouble, like you could be dealing with some legal issues. Because of, you know, you could have gotten caught stealing, so now you're in some legal issues, you know. And with the Four of Pentacles, it's like control, you know, holding on. So it could be like you're getting, you got caught, you're going through some legal issues, but the truth is, and with the Four of Pentacles, with it saying control, I'm taking it as almost like, even if you were to go to jail, it might, or it might be a blessing, or this judge could order you to some kind of rehab, you know, where you can get this addiction under control. But it's really a blessing. Even if you're dealing with the legal system, it's really a blessing, because it could have been, it's going to help you free yourself from the devil. This is the Angel of Freedom. It's going to help you free yourself from this devil. And then we have the Magician, like Angel of Magic. You know, you can transform this. You know, you have the power, the ability to transmute this energy into something more positive and free yourself from this devil. So if you're wondering, I got into some trouble. This is where I'm at right now. I'm in some trouble, dealing with some legal issues. It's really a blessing. Okay, you need to see it as a blessing. That's going to allow you to free yourself from the devil. That's what the Magician does. It transmutes negative energy into positive energy. It's like turning lemons into lemonade, you know? So it's like, this is a pretty sour situation for you. It sucks. But that's the price that's going to be paid to create something better in your life. Okay? So let's see what you're struggling with the most right now. What is pile number 1 struggling with most right now? What are they struggling with most right now? Spirit. What is pile number 1 struggling with most right now at this moment? Okay, we got the Queen of Wands. This is creativity. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles, support. The Three of Cups, celebration. And the Ace of Wands, inspiration. You're struggling with seeing vision for your life. You want to have something, you want to be inspired. You want to be, you want to feel creative. You want to celebrate, but it's like you're not getting the support that you need to create this vision. Right now, you're just kind of relying on luck to have victory instead of okay, Spirit's saying that you're so focused on what kind of vision do I should I have. You're so focused on the vision that you're not focused on that where your energy needs to be, and that's trying to free yourself from this devil. Baby steps. Baby steps, okay? You will, as you begin to free yourself from the devil, that's where you're going to get your inspiration. So if you're struggling with where, I'm not feeling inspired, I don't feel like I have the support that I need to make my vision or even start to get clarity on what my vision is. You're thinking, oh, you have to have some kind of luck to have victory. And it's like the Spirit's saying, no. When you're gonna start getting the inspiration when you start fighting to free yourself from this devil. Honestly, and I can say that, because when I started to free myself from my toxic ways of thinking and being, and when I started my journey of trying to free myself from the devil, that's where I got the inspiration to start doing tarot. I would have never done tarot. I grew up in a very Christian home. So, this kind of stuff was, it was considered dark and evil. But when I started to free myself from what was actually dark and evil, that's when I started to get my creativity. Okay? So if you're struggling with the inspiration and how am I going to bring my vision, or when am I going to get my vision? When is this creativity going to come into me? It's not going to come until you free yourself. This is, again, like, the divine will bless you. The divine will bless you with great things in life. It's as a reward for freeing yourself from the devil. But you're not going to get your reward beforehand. Okay? You need to work through this. And then once you free yourself from the devil, all that inspiration is going to come in. Okay? So let's see what your advice is. What is your advice? As you heal, this is gonna, not only is it gonna bring in the inspiration and the creativity, it's gonna bring in the clarity that you need to be able to heal these relationships that have kept you bound to the devil. Okay, these relationships that kept you bound to the devil. It's like, in this card, it's like you're fighting this, you're fighting the lion. Where in this card, you're just the lion's just chilling right next to you, just really calm, and that's power. This one is trying to strong arm the lion, and the other one's just, I don't have to do that. My lion will do as I, so like getting that under control. I don't know why, I just had to say that. I don't know why. Trust in yourself. Put those boundaries up when it comes to these people. I don't know if you asked a question, but we got the Empress. The Empress is the angel of abundance. The Empress with the Knight of Cups. This is spirituality. Queen of Cups is sensitivity. And then we got the Three of Swords. So if you're asking a question, it's saying you might need to get some extra support from somebody who's very spiritual, that can nurture your spiritual well-being. Nurture that. Yeah, because you need to there's a lot of heartache. There's a lot of heartache. And so you're gonna be able to, this person, this queen of the, or this queen, well, yeah, this Empress is probably this Queen of Cups. That, you know, the Queen of Cups is very kind and sensitive and, you know, compassionate, you know, and this person is gonna use their spirituality to help you heal from this heartache. Okay, so if that was your question, or that was your advice, anything else? Any final advice? Yeah. We got I put them back. They came back out. This Knight of Cups. Spirituality is what's going to get you out of this heartache. This one came out in reverse this time. So your spirituality is what's going to heal your heart. Oh, okay. Spirit wants me to say, judgment. Okay, getting the clarity, making a final judgment call on the people in your life. You're not judging them. You're just judging whether they are beneficial to your life, right? So making those judgment judgment calls will bring in action, movement, when it comes to your creativity. And that's going to bring in this celebration. Okay? All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to leave that there. That went on for almost 18 minutes. Well, but I hope this helped, and we will see you guys next time, all right? All right. Group number 2. This is your Tarot Rehab reading. So we are going to start off by pulling one of these Angel Wisdom Tarot cards for the overall energy of how you're what you're struggling with at this time. We're going to look into what led to the addiction. How are you holding up right now? What are you struggling with? And we're going to get you some advice, okay? All right, guys. Let's see. Let's get one overall card, please. Okay, the first card. The card for the overall energy. We got the Two of Earth. This is the Two of Pentacles, juggling a lot. I think this card is kind of funny. You know, he's on a boat. He's on a tightrope. He's juggling. You know, the water's kind of rough. It's a lot. It's a lot going on right now. Working too hard, maybe multiple jobs. You need to bring balance and fun into your life. Juggling multiple priorities and balancing the budget. Okay? So it's saying you need to bring balance and fun into your life. Okay? All right, so let's look into this, all right? So I'm taking it like, you know, we are doing rehab, so it could be you're trying to stay busy. You're trying to stay busy, and I don't know why I'm thinking like almost to kind of stay out of trouble. You're trying to throw yourself more into work, but you need fun too. Okay, it's just choosing a healthy type of fun for yourself. Okay, Let's look into first what led to this addiction, because remember we want to focus on the root causes of what led to the root causes of why people start these addictions, because if they don't actually address that and pull that out by the root, it's gonna keep coming back up, and triggers are gonna make you want to go back if you haven't addressed that. So let's look into what led to this addiction. We got the Lovers. Oh, we got the Lovers. Okay. So I don't know if, what else can you tell us about what's the addiction? I got the Lovers and the Angel of, and the Hermit, the Angel of Reflection. What led to okay, what led to this addiction? It could have been a break in a relationship, or some kind of issue that came up within this relationship, and instead of addressing, like really doing the internal work to look at that wound, tend to self-medicate, right? So that could have been it. Okay, we'll break these down. I said that for the last group, but I didn't do that. It just went. I guess, readings go how they're gonna go. Where are you now? How are you holding up at this moment? Okay, let's look into that. Where's group number 2? Where are they at right now? You're uncertain. Uncertain because of gossip? Okay. Where are you? Okay. What are you struggling with most at this time? What are you struggling with most at this time? What are you struggling with most at this time? What is group number 2? We got the indifference and the victory. I don't know why this isn't coming through as a well, I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Okay. I'm going to keep pulling. I don't know why I don't know why I said that, but it's just not coming through to me as like an addiction reading. I mean, this person's going through a lot of stuff, but it's just not coming through like that. Okay, let's keep going. I didn't ask my questions, but these two fell out. The Tower and the 3 of Pentacles. It almost feels like urgent, like urgency, like in needing to take action on something. There's an urgency. Okay. Okay. Do I keep these out, Spirit? I'm gonna keep them out. And then we got healing at the bottom. I'm going to keep those off to the side just in case. And then under that we have the World. The Angel of Success. All right. What is the advice that Spirit has for you? What advice does Spirit have for you? What advice does Spirit have for you? What advice does Spirit have for you? Okay, we got the Hierophant, the Strength, and the 4 of Pentacles. Those came out in pile 1, 2. Okay, let's break this down. That is your advice. So when I pulled these for advice, I'm gonna tell you kind of what I told pile 1. if you're dealing with some kind of if you're dealing with the justice system, um, and there's they tell you, well, you're gonna have to go to jail, or you're gonna have to go to rehab. See that as a blessing, okay? Have the strength, and see it as a blessing, instead of like, you know wallowing in pity and self-pity, okay? Because it is gonna be a blessing for you. And then, okay, so let's break this down. The first ones we're gonna look into are the lovers and the hermit, because this is what led to the addiction. Okay, no, Spirit's saying clarify a little bit more on this, okay? It says working too hard or multiple jobs. So let's see. Okay, and then we got the Emperor at the bottom. So this is a boss. This is a CEO. This is a big boss man, right? Okay. Yeah, this person's feeling stuck. Let's see why this person is working too hard. Why is this person working hard? Working too hard. They just want to get away. It's like, yeah, they're trying to move away. Remember how I said earlier, if they did I say it? I don't know if I was just thinking about it, but maybe if this is rehab, an addiction. Of course, this is rehab, tarot rehab, but right, but if this is regarding an addiction, you could be you could have a partner at home that you maybe kind of enables this behavior, and you're trying to get clean, and to do that you isolate. That's what you do. You isolate from this lover. And so what do? You move away. You work too much. And you're just focusing on work to try and stay out of trouble, right? And try to stay, keep from falling into those temptations. But Spirit's saying there is a need for you to have fun too. Healthy, fun. You need to start bringing balance into your life, because if you're just all work, and not really doing the internal work that you need to do surrounding this, Spirit says you need to walk away. You need to walk away. And that's why with Where Are You Now, we got the gossip and the uncertainty. So you're not sure, you're struggling with this, because you know that if you were to walk away, you're just not sure of what's going to come. You're almost afraid of the gossip that's going to come if you walk away from this partner. And what are you struggling with? We got the victory. How to get the victory? Because I know not, people are they're going to be unhappy with what I choose to do. They're going to gossip, because this is what I want. They're going to talk shit, because you got, the lovers, it's almost like this, everybody can see it as you're a perfect match. You're perfect. This is your perfect, counterpart. But that's what it looks like on the outside. On paper, it's great. But the truth is, inside, you're like, man, I just rather spend all my time at work than have to go home. So again, addictions don't have to be, a substance. It can be people. You can probably be addicted to people pleasing. And because of that, you could be, it could be causing you to want to drink, and indulge in whatever, Okay. What can you tell us about their need to balance fun in their life? Don't go crazy, because you could be somebody who's, big. Yeah, you're a big baller. You're like, I got the money. I'm a big baller, right? I pay for everything, and that's why people want you to come out. They're like, we can't let this dude go. Go get it. He's looking at it. The dude's looking at this guy walk away, right? And people are just like, no, go get him. They're deceiving. They're trying. It's like they're deceptive in why they want this person to stay, because the King of Wands is really sexy. He's like a lot of fun, but they're deceiving him. They're like, oh no, we don't want you to walk away, because they know if you move away and like you just say, you know what, nah, I'm just gonna chill at home, I'm gonna lay low, it ain't gonna be a fun time. It ain't gonna be a fun time, because you're the remember, you're the one with all the money. And it's not a party if you're not there. Why? Because you're the one paying for everything. So they want to entice you. The Knight of Wands is very reckless. He's very reckless. They want you to be reckless. And it's almost like they know you would be reckless, because you really actually care about these people. These are your people. But they don't care if you're reckless. Why? When you're reckless with your money. Balancing the budget. Oh my God, yeah. At the bottom of this card, it says, juggling multiple priorities, balancing the budget. Balancing a budget. You need to bring balance and fun into your life. So you're not needing to have healthy, good, I'm not saying you can't go out to the clubs and have a good time, but like don't be indulging in alcohol and whatever, because it makes you stupid. And people are like, yeah, when he gets stupid, I'm sorry to say that, but that's just came through. I tell you, Spirit has a sense of humor. It's like, yo, this is foolishness. You're making... Yo, Spirit has a sense of humor. I love it. Okay. All right. So yeah, you need to do some reflecting. You have to look really deep within yourself. What is it that I need? What is it that I want? I'm juggling a lot that doesn't even make me happy. This stuff makes me miserable. And so you're like, if I make a change in my life and I cut this person out, I'm not sure how other people are going to see it. You care more about what other people think. Let me tell you, the card said people don't care about really what they don't care. As long as you're giving them the money and they're benefiting from you, they really don't care. End it. You need to end this, because it's a burden. It's a burden. Put down those burdens and start something new somewhere else, because I promise you, you're going to find a lot more passion in that new beginning. Once you put down these burdens, but you need to end it. So if you're, you don't know how to get that victory, you don't know how people are going to take it, you think people are going to be upset, let them be upset. They always put them, you need to go within. Go within and move away from the foolishness that you start to, being reckless with your money, being careless. The fool is someone who can be careless, reckless, with their money. Okay, so, now Spirit's like, let's go back to this Three of Pentacles, this Four of Swords, and this Tower. Spirit's saying it's time. It's time to take action to heal. And when you take the action to heal, it's going to cause a tower moment in the lives of the people around you that you're cutting out. It might feel like a loss to you, but the truth is it's gonna bring in so much, it's gonna inspire you to be creative, that it's gonna open a lot of doors of different opportunities for you. That's what it means. Yeah, that's what it means to co-create with the divine. The Magician and the Nine of Cups, blessings. Co-creating with the divine is going to bring in blessings. But you need to walk away. You need to walk away. All right, guys. I think I'm going to leave that one there. I hope this helped. And we will see you guys. I will see you guys next time. Okay. All right. Pile number 3. This is your tarot rehab reading. We are going to pull one card for the overall energy of what it is that you're dealing with. Then we're going to break it down by what led to your addiction. How are you holding up now? What are you struggling with the most at the moment? And we're going to get you some advice on how to move through that energy, okay? Let's get one card from the Angel Wisdom Tarot for group 3, please. No, just one. You got 5. I'm doing 5. Just need one, Spirit. Just one. Okay, we got 3. Okay. I'm going to pick one of these 3. I don't know which one. Okay, I'm going to go with this one. Alright. I'm not even going to look at the other ones. We got the Lovers. Okay, we got the Lovers. Embrace true love and deep, intimate friendships. Make choices from the heart, vibrant health, or recovery from an illness. Ooh. So we're talking about some recovery. While we are in rehab, we love recovery, right? But first, let's see what led to this addiction. Why did you have to seek recovery anyways? What led to the addiction? Alright, what led to group number 3's addiction? Hold on. I'm sorry. That wasn't making sense to me, so I gotta put those back. Okay, what led to the addiction? What led to the addiction? What led to the addiction, Spirit? Independence. Excuse me. What else can you tell us? Okay, so this is somebody who, so what led to this? Okay, so I'm picking up, codependency. That's what could be the underlying, trigger. The trigger is, the need for, because you're codependent on another person to bring you kind of a feeling of security, and it could be from an incident that happened where there was a painful ending in your life, and leaving you the Queen of Swords in this card. It's independence. So I'm seeing it like a painful ending that left you kind of alone, where you had to be independent, and you were just not sure. You were very the Two of Swords This is uncertainty, not sure of how to be independent. And then we got luck, this page of Pentacles, luck. It could have been like throughout your life, you know, it almost seemed like luck that there was always someone to kind of be around to kind of take care of you. But that was we got the devil at the bottom, the angel of freedom with the challenges. So you depending too much on someone else has actually created more challenges in your life, and it actually kept you bound to the devil. Why? Because you rely more on luck, on finding somebody who would step in and take care of you. And because of that, remember I said, instead of taking control of how to be strong and independent on your own and relying more on other people, it chained you to the devil. It could have changed you. Yeah, it did change you. Change as time went on. You learned to rely on that luck and, oh well, don't worry, everything. And I'm not saying that that's bad. I have faith in the divine, that the divine will bring me the opportunities and the luck that I will need. But in order to have that luck, I need to be prepared. You're like, oh well, I'm just really fortunate that someone always comes in and saves me. But that binds you to the devil, because you don't know. It doesn't teach you how to be independent. And being bound to that devil brought challenges, like a lot of drama. So let's see, where are you now? Where are you currently? How are you holding up currently? We got the death in reverse. The death in reverse. This is the angel of transformation. So there's no transformation currently. The death in reverse. This talks about stagnation. Like you're feeling hopeless at the moment. You're feeling hopeless. Like there isn't change. You're stagnant. There's stagnation in your life, because you might still be bound to this devil. It's like, those people that just they just love the drama. They just can't seem to break free from the drama. They're like, oh well, I hate drama, but they can't seem to pull themselves out of it. It's kind of that energy. Like, you don't want this, but you just can't pull yourself out. And like, for the overall card is the Lovers. I'm just taking it like, you've never embraced true, authentic love. It's always been based on, your primal needs, like, it was just like, you were just like in survival mode, I'm getting. And it's like, it's time to stop doing that and start making decisions from a place of love. And not just what can somebody give me, but what can I give to what do I have to offer to them? And then there's nothing wrong with you saying, okay, I know this is what I bring, and this is what I would like in return. It's an energy exchange. And you've always kind of because you are in this survival mode, and it doesn't mean that you don't have any money and you're living out in the streets. No, it could just be that this codependent energy on other people to make you feel whole and complete. And it's I want to kind of I don't know the whole story. I just kind of heard little bits and pieces of the baby and his baby's mama. it's kind of like that. This is that kind of energy. Um, and it has, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and like judge either one of them, because I saw this. I just need to see a little bit, and I'm like, okay, you know, that's what that is. And you can't blame one or the other. You know what played out between them is the norm for this kind of relationship. You know, I pick somebody because they look good. I pick somebody because they have the money. That kind of energy exchange only leads to drama, because you're not doing it from a heart, a place from, you know, from the heart. You're not making that decision. You're making it from this place of, what can I get from the other person, because I'm incomplete. I feel incomplete. I don't feel whole. I don't feel whole as in myself. And so I need somebody else to come and make me feel better. But that's not going to work. You know, because you're taking, you don't have enough to give. And so that person is taking, and then next thing you know, you're just calling the cops, kicking each other out. All this fucking drama. It creates more challenges, being, you know, tied to this devil, because you haven't really learned how to be independent in your own energy. It doesn't just have to be, you haven't learned how to be self-sufficient on your own. It's, you know, even though the Queen of Swords is self-sufficient, so this could be like the baby mama. She might, you know, an ending happened and they were uncertain how to be independent, so they relied on the luck of, you know, people who would give to them because of the way they look. But it could be the baby that you know, you know, I need somebody to make me feel like a you know, a certain way, because, you know, it's an toxic, you know, energy exchange. That's why it's saying to embrace true and deep intimate friendships, you need to have some relationships, connections that are genuine, from a place of love, and not, you know, what can you give me, what can I get out of you. And having that kind of mindset is going to keep you hopeless, unable to move on, because death isn't bad. Death is ending things. It's a new journey. When death comes in, a new journey begins. But you're not letting it go. You're not letting that new journey can't come in, because you haven't freed yourself from this devil. You need to do that. Let's see what your advice is. What advice do you have for group number 3? What advice do you have for group number 3? Please and thank you. What advice do you have for group number 3? We got the world, or the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant. This is the Angel of Destiny, Angel of Blessings. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. Advice, if you want to have the Wheel of Fortune start turning in your favor, where you're going to have feeling of luck and fortune, and just not just money. It's not just money, but having this, you know, good luck and healthy connections and healthy relationships. There's a need for you to, hold on, I just want to see one thing. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm taking it like, you need to get out of this way of being, like, you know. Okay, that's what it is. The Hierophant talks about traditions, how things have always been, and it doesn't have to be just like, oh well, we've, you know. Anyways, so what it's saying is you've always done things this way, and in your it could even be like, This is normal behavior in this culture, in this group. It's like, this is just how we behave, you know? It's normal to have this drama. It's normal to, but the truth is, like, it's only normal because a lot of these people haven't dealt with it. And so instead of helping each other heal, it's it's almost like you guys are encouraging each other to continue in this devil energy. Okay? So this way of thinking, you need to change that way of thinking. It's isolating you from actually finding true happiness and having that wheel of fortune go in your favor. It's isolating you more than anything. So there's a need for you to recognize your need to control everything. This could be a very controlling. So one person in this situation could be very codependent, and the other one is very controlling. So it's a very toxic energy exchange, you know? And I've been seeing this. I don't know why this has been sticking out more and more to me, is how two people that come together, how they're drawn together in their toxicity. But I also see how people are drawn together in because their energies match in a healthy way. Because regardless, energies are going to attract. Like attracts like. So if you if you are high vibing, you're going to attract somebody who's high vibing. If you're like, fuck the world, and you hide things even from yourself, you're going to find someone who sees the world the same way. Those are, and this doesn't, I'm not sitting here saying that you're bad or they're bad, you guys are both bad. No, it's bad when you guys come together. It's, two people shouldn't, sometimes two people just shouldn't be together because they haven't healed from these painful things that have happened in their past. So it's time for you to to figure out, what is it that you have to look at, why it is that you pick the partners that you pick. You need to pick from make choices from the heart. When you start to do this, it's going to bring more vibrancy in your life. It's going to improve your health. It's going to improve your career. I mean, you could have lots of money, but you have a shitty reputation because you're over here causing drama or engaging in it. And it's going to improve everything around you when you start to do that internal work. But I need to, again, remember the Hierophant came out. This is tradition. This is just how we act as men or how we act as women. This is just how it is in our community. This is how it is in our culture. This is how it is in this group. This is how things have always been. And that is what's causing this chaos and this drama in your life. Because you're not looking at it. It's like, oh, therapy's for weak people. No, therapy is for the strongest of the strong. People who are able to go in and actually do that deep diving to look at themselves. Because trust me, that is not easy to do. That is not easy to do. And that's why people probably made it, out to seem like, oh, if you're weak if you do that. Why? Because they knew that they couldn't do it. So I'm going to make everybody else who tries, make them feel like they're weak. Because I know really deep down I'm the weak one. Don't let that way of thinking mislead you. Don't do it. And it could be the people around you. Oh, that's some pussy shit. That's... That might not be how it might not be normal, or it might be like, no, it's not something that's normalized in this community, but it's this community is plagued by drama because they fail to address these issues. It takes real strength and courage to free themselves to get that freedom, to have a partnership that is healthy and comforting and giving. You know, if you're feeling triggered because I'm giving this chick money and she needs to do more, it's like, well, this is obviously the situation isn't working for you. No, it's the control. Sorry, Spirit's like, no, they just like having the control. One has the control and the other one is codependent. And it's easy to control the codependent one. What advice could I give the baby mama? Never put yourself in a situation where you have to depend on another person. It doesn't matter who. Because anytime you put yourself in that situation, you're in a very toxic codependent relationship where you're dependent on them and they know it and they're going to control you, make you feel like shit. Oh, you don't like that I'm cheating on you? Well, guess what? Where are you going to go? I got all the money. Start making dinner. That's the kind of control this person likes to have. And the other one, they haven't healed from their past, that they're very codependent, abandonment issues. It could be something like that. That they just stay in these relationships because they don't know what else to do. They don't know how to be independent on their own, stand strong on their own. So it's Spirit is going to say, for you to hold on. I'm not going to put words into Spirit's mouth. What do you want to say, Spirit, to this group? If you want to have be independent and self-sufficient on your own, you need to start creating that vision, have that vision for your life, instead of the vision of what can other people give me. I told the other piles that you're not going to get that vision for your life until you start working to heal yourself. Dedicate yourself to making yourself better. Dedicate your time. Dedicate your time to yourself instead of another person. The Divine's like, I can guide you. But you have to recognize what is the energy that has been making you feel isolated and alone. I will guide you, but you have to recognize first what you've been doing to put yourself in the energy of being lonely, isolated, and outcasted. All right, guys? All right. Well, I hope this helped, guys. I think I'm going to leave that one there, and we will see you next week. I'm going to make sure that I get these out on Tuesday for your tarot rehabs, okay? So we'll come back next Tuesday, and we're going to check up on you guys. And I hope this helped, and we'll see you guys next time.